Welcome back to Latina Voices. Our newsmaker is an issue heard almost daily on the news, talk shows, magazines. Everyone is talking about women's wellness.
More and more women are turning to day spas, summer stylist holistic centers that treat women on the inside and out, advocating such taglines as "give us your body for a day, we'll give you back your mind." It figures, notes another fitness and wellness spa.
That's true, and there are major concerns, though, over HRT or hormone replacement therapy. You hear about it all the time. What about the natural way of getting through the headaches of being a woman, period?
Yeah, I've been invited two experts on the subject. Dr. Shelina Lalji is a founder of Wellness Center and Medical Spa, a new trend in medicine and dealing in complete women's wellness, and Dr. Jamie Summerfield, a traditional naturopath, an expert on nutrition and wellness. They're here to tackle this issue that affects millions of women the world over.
And ladies, my goal really, I don't want to focus so much necessarily on hormones or headaches. Because I really appreciate both your approaches. First, there's one that focuses, and I love this tagline, quality of life depends on the wellness of yourself, which I think is at the mission and crux of what you're trying to accomplish. And you're focusing on total wellness inside and out.
That's right.
We'd like to hear from the both of you of how you accomplish that, why we should worry about it, and even if you're not so fancy schmancy and can't afford all these things,
right,
how can we get there?
Well, there are many different ways to get there, but the journey is something that we have to really enjoy and participate in as a person, as a woman. We as women just have a lot of challenges. We grew up as being caretakers, and we are sort of trained mentally as being the caretakers, whether it's of our children, our families, our husbands, our parents, etc. We forget a very important person, and that's ourselves. And we as women really need to remember to do that for ourselves. And what I think is really important is to take a balanced but a very comprehensive approach where you look at yourself as a very important asset and the only real asset that you have, because without that, you can't give to anybody. So I really believe that we have to look at our health, which encompasses, of course, our hormonal balance. It encompasses our nutritional balance. It encompasses fitness and exercise, what we put into our bodies, what we eat, what we drink, how much of water that we drink, what kinds of toxins we're surrounding ourselves with, and stress management. Are we engaging in things like meditation, yoga, doing something for the mind and the body and the spirit so that we don't carry the stress around with us at all times, because it does affect how our hormones work and how our nutritional balance is exercised, etc. So there are so many things that we as women just really need to focus on and take in, and perhaps seek others' help if we don't have all the answers, which most of us don't have all the answers. I know, for example, I've learned so much from my patients. Yes, I went to medical school. Yes, I've been to residency. Yes, I got board certified. But there is a plethora of information that I've learned from my patients, because these are real life experiences that we have to share with each other.
What, for those in our audience that don't have the luxury of spending a ton of time on this, you know, I always say this anecdote, but it's true. I received all of these certificates to go to a spa at the age of 35. Almost 7 years later, I've yet to utilize them.
Right.
What is there, some things that you could suggest if you only had a few hours? Allow each one of you to do this for me. What would you do for us? If you just had maybe 3 or 4 hours, what would you suggest to someone in the audience? If you'd like to take that, and then you, of course, afterwards.
Sure. I really think that feeling great, whether it's on the outside, if that's what you want to do, does have to begin from the inside. So I would suggest really starting from within and then going outside. So if you just had a few hours, I would really look deep within and see what are the root causes of whether it's your fatigue, your irritability, your mood swings, your depression, you're not being able to get out and do things, lack of libido. That's a big one that I see patients for, because it affects our femininity, or it affects our marriages and relationships. So in those few hours, really go deep within and try to find out what it is that we want to do with ourselves. But if you have a few hours that you want to spend on the outside, I would say get a massage, which really focuses on relieving that stress, but also certain parts of the body that really work well together. So not just a foo-foo massage, is what I call my fluff massages. Get a therapeutic massage, which teaches you how to really practice some of that at home. Get a session of yoga. I think that is fantastic to really put the mind and the spirit together along with the body.
Now, if I went to the doctor and was told that I had diabetes. They just give you a pill.
Yes.
What are other ways to take care of myself? I don't want to be full of chemicals.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of women don't, but every one of us, we are given this stopgap measure
Definitely.
to take the symptoms away.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Right.
What do you do?
Well, you want to go to the source of the problem. So yes, you have diabetes. You might have a genetic predisposition to diabetes. However, there are some basic things. Number one, focus on the diet. So what I tell my patients, cut out everything that is white. White flour, white rice, white potato.
I know,
Sorry.
I know. Isn't that a killer?
White pasta, sugar.
is white.
Exactly. Cut out everything that's white. That's easy. It's easy for us to digest.
That's
Once
my
you-
diet.
Well, we're going to work on it.
But not everyone has your genes.
Yes, exactly.
I want your
Drink
genes.
10 to 12 glasses of water a day, whether it's warm, whether it's cold. Drink your water every day.
Right.
Eat 5 to 6 times a day.
Excellent. Every 2 hours,
Absolutely.
right?
Love that.
Love that. However, portion control. Portion
They call themselves foodies.
I'm a foodie, I'm sorry.
Portion
I'm a foodie.
control.
hours.
Exactly, because you're controlling your sugar. You're not getting the highs and the lows. You're maintaining your insulin release at a steady pace. So when you do that, make sure that you're eating some protein every time you eat, because you want to get that protein in and not just do carb overloads. Those are from the nutritional standpoint and just very basic principles. And I find so many people lose so much weight just by following these 4 principles. After that, Minerva, I mean, you really need to focus on taking in some natural things that help regulate your sugar naturally. There are so many things out there that we can do for natural regulation of sugar rather than getting on a pill or getting on insulin injections. And exercise, let's not forget
Of course.
We're going to get back in a minute, but we're going to take a break right now. We'll be right back.
We're back to continue our discussion on women wellness. I don't think the discussion is complete without making sure our audience and our friends knows a little bit about your paths, and then share your message to all of us about how you can accomplish different things, and we all can.
I think women should just follow their heart. And yes, I went to medical school for 4 years, residency for 4 years, practiced OB-GYN for over 10. But then I really felt that I wasn't able to give back what I really wanted to. The main reason I went into medicine is to spend time with my patients and really get to know the patient that was sitting in front of me and to look at the entire person. And in OB-GYN, I was seeing 30 patients a day, spending 10 to 15 minutes per patient, and I couldn't do that. And so I followed my heart and said, I'm going to do this my way, not listen to the insurance companies, and really look at the entire person and now I spend at least an hour with my initial visit with my patient.